Microphone was off there, but nonetheless, we are back. Subjugated, travel westwards, yes. I was just discussing the notion of it being called Enslaved. I was suggesting let's go get enslaved, and then I was suggesting actually no, we don't want to be enslaved. And then I stated we are technically enslaved because of the whole crown thing. Unfortunately, the microphone was off, so you missed it all. Which is why I rehashed it. The damned, the broken and the damned.
According to my calculations, we traveled 1,200 miles.
Oh, I see. So we're back in this. So if there's a skip button, it's a peculiar skip button, but it appears to have worked. It's the select button. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? I don't know. Where is the fourth Chaos Emerald?
Oh, yeah. It's here. You wait.
I don't understand the reference specifically. I mean, I understand Chaos Emeralds is Sonic, but I'm not sure precisely where. Oh, unless because he's got the blonde hair Supersonic, are we going for? Are we going for a Supersonic reference? Or something more sort of... Oh, it's from Shadow the Hedgehog, fair dues. It's definitely... Oh, is it?
The Leviathan.
And we're gonna take it, Monkey.
I'm sorry, when was this established as the plan?
Right. Where do we find one?
I don't know, but it seems unlikely that we're going to just take a Leviathan.
See what I can find. According to this, the subs are in some kind of hangar. It's behind that door.
Well, open the fucking door, dear. Oh, I see. You have. Good girl. One of the missions you can play fourth
Okay. Go and have a look.
opens with Shadow entering the stage saying, "Where's the damn fourth Chaos Emerald?" I must admit, I knew it was always, you know, obviously Shadow does do a little bit of edge, but I'm slightly surprised they did use Damned. I did play that game. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it was a bit... I know he uses guns, so of course he's, you know, even more edge in there, but you know, so much edge. He partnered with Christian. Shit wrestling joke, that one, isn't it? Yeah, but he says damn a lot in that game. I don't recall that, but I suppose it's been God knows how many. I mean, I played it, well, I suppose it's not been as many years as it came out, I don't think, because I don't think I never owned a GameCube at the point in time where the GameCube came out. I owned it a little while after that, so it would have perhaps been slightly delayed on in terms of that, but nonetheless I did play that game, but it has been several years, which is probably why I don't recall it, because they couldn't actually swear, so they just put damned instead of fuck or shit. Well, of course, I mean, and apart from the one that Mr. Caliber played where he was effing and jeffing all over the place, it is rare to see a full-blown sweary doos. I was changing my headphone, which is why I was not moving. Also, not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing, which is seems to be a slight issue, I would suggest. Where would you like me to go? I suppose maybe... Okay. Trip is over there. I feel like there's a sort of path over there. But it's getting down to said sort of path, which I feel might be the issue with... we stumble upon. There is something here. Right. Ah, okay. B to use. Ah, there we go. All I needed to do was use Pigsy, and his. We're a little bit close there, but nonetheless, I suppose you have to get close to utilise his grappling arm. It is, after all, his arm. Hey, Pigsy. Oh, I suppose he's got the grappling arm again, hasn't he? That's how he made it across that quite such an epic gap. Otherwise, oh, what are you doing? That's not how you use a computer. You sit at the desk, not stand on the computer system. Oh dear.
Okay, let's not panic. We'll do it the old-fashioned
I'd be curious if they do a sort of, oh dear, that's gone a bit off, isn't it? It's not struggling a bit. Bit of a nuisance. I'd be curious to know if they've ever done sort of like a randomised Shadow the Hedgehog, because that could be quite entertaining. Not for me to do, because I was terrible at Shadow the Hedgehog and hold no real significant affiliation, but hey. Oh, okay. Ask Trip to activate the rail system. Okay, not a problem. Well, I say not a problem, I mean...
Okay, apply power.
Cool. Right, it's one of these sort of things. But first I need to actually sort of get nearish to it, I suppose. Although... Oh, no, okay. That's fair.
It's blocked. But hang on. There's a turntable system on each
My
side
butt
of the
is
road.
always hanging on.
You can use them to turn the cars around.
Okay, this is going to be a complicated puzzlings, isn't it? Another one. I never do well with their complicated puzzlings. It always ends up being slightly embarrassing because I can't work it out. Ah, marvellous, good. It also has a demo. Cool, I will have a butcher's at that. I mean, maybe up, maybe down, maybe up. Ah, there we go. I did wonder, wrong pipe for what I was thinking, but nonetheless, I did wonder if leaping to the pipe was the solution. Just I thought it was this first pipe rather than the second pipe. Now, where? Oh. Is that a viable pipe? No, I don't think that is a viable pipe. Anything over there? No, I don't think so. No, I'm not 100% convinced. Yeah, I think I want to go actually back. Hopefully this time it's going to allow me to go back where I came from. Luckily, yes, it does. Respect the pipe, and the pipe will respect you. No, it won't. No, it won't at all. I doubt you've ever seen the fella, because it's a peculiar one to perhaps stumble across if you're not into that sort of thing. But there's a fella on YouTube called Ian Hubert, I think it's Ian Hubert, and he does these things called lazy tutorials for Blender, and he did a pipe tutorial, which was quite amusing. Okay. Ah, there is another pipe there, right. So jump on that pipe to go up. Right, I think we're heading in the right direction now. But they're really quite entertaining because they are like a minute long, and he makes them quite funny, but also provides quite decent, useful advice and stuff. And he provides a sort of extended version where he really goes into details, which I really rather like. I really rather enjoy those tutorials. He's very good at what he does. What is the me wonders? Now, can we do something else here? I don't know. Okay, so I wonder if now what we want to do is get you to move, reverse it back. Oh, I see, maybe see, don't see, not sure if I see. Okay, so I can certainly get on it, right? But do I need to push the button again? I'm not entirely sure. I'll try pushing the button and see what it does. Right, so that's going to flip that round. So when I tell it to go forward, yeah, I've got you. We've got what you wanted me to do. We understand indeed. When I tell you to go forward, these two will meet in the middle, allowing me to make a little quick jump across. Collision detected. I mean, you say that. That looks higher. Yeah, that really looks higher than these two. Plus there's now a gap in the middle. I suppose arguably there's a collision here, but you just look it up. Oh, what did you look up?
Reverse.
The pipe tutorial. Yes. As I say, he is incredibly good at what he does, and what he does are lazy tutorials for Blender. But I don't know, there's something about the way he does the voice that's just hugely entertaining for it, and all of the advice he puts in these videos is exceptionally good.
You'll need to turn the other platform around, though.
Right.
There's a catwalk above you.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's one thing I can do, it's walk like a cat. How do I How do I live without you? Without you by my side. Oh, how do I live? Do I maybe want to get on here? Is the secret going to be... I think the secret might be a pipe over there. So if we reverse this... Unless we don't want to... Oh no, okay, maybe we want to go forward. Here we go. My thought track is yes. I thought I saw a pipey cat. I did. I saw a pipey cat. I should probably use some of my Orbeez in not too distant future. But I was going to say, I mean, I think they just want to smash things with their robots. Why would you not? Why would you not want to build an ultimate robot? I'd love to build an ultimate robot. Ultimate death machine. It's what I want to see. It's not what I really want to fight, but it's definitely what I would want. I'd want an ultimate death machine on my side. I just wouldn't want the ultimate death machine, you know, to be against me. I'm assuming now, if we turn this around, we'll have no what's it. Why would you not want a giant fighting robot? Exactly! Exactly what I'm saying. I'd love to have a giant fighting robot. I don't know if have you ever played... Oh, there we go. Have you ever played the game codename Steam? The Steam is in sort of acronym form, STEAM. There was a fun thing in that with a giant robot. Can't remember. It might have been Statue of Liberty. They turned it into a robot. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's unfortunate that it was quite a good sort of. I think it was Worms-esque. It was that sort of turn-based combat. But then there came a level where it was just like, I don't know what to do, and you're not telling me what the fuck I need to be doing. And now I'm dead, and I'm getting angry. Please tell me what I need to do, game. Please. I need to understand what you want me to do. If you just tell me in plain simple English, I can do it. But unfortunately it didn't. It insisted on being a piece of shit. And so I lost my temper with it and haven't played it since. But, you know, sometimes. Where to? Ah, over there. No, I don't think that's quite the right. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, it's over this side. Never played it much, just didn't. As I say, I mean, I think the beginning of the game seemed quite good because it reminded me a little bit of. I think it. I mean, I might be getting confused now, but.
Stand back. Pixie's gonna blow the doors.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want to be quite here then. Do I? Oh, there we go. I think I appear to be safe. I don't necessarily think I needed to concern myself because I don't think they'd kill you in a planned event. Can't guarantee that, but you know. Also, can't guarantee they wouldn't. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you, game.
Sounds easy enough.
One thing I've learned over this journey is it's never easy.
It's not really been that much of a journey yet. Although, having said that, this was chapter 12, wasn't it? Which is... I'm surprisingly far through it, I feel.
Get the hatch open. We'll be safer inside.
I'll try.
Okay. So, combat time is here again. So with a bit of luck, I can... Okay, never mind. I was going to say with a bit of luck I can completely sneak up behind it, but apparently, no. Is the answer there. No, I can't. However, I can... Cheeky... Oh, apparently no. His shield is enough to prevent the cheeky shot. Shame I couldn't get a headshot. It would have been more satisfying, but... I don't think it would have made too much difference, but... Tab mock time. Exactly. Tag mark time. I'm gonna tab mark.
That bridge is blocking our way.
Right. What you want me to do? Fine. Fine. I'll push the button if you demand I push the button. Slightly intrigued because there's obviously a pipe there, but there's also what looks like the correct way the other way.
Just press the blue button.
It's not working.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
It wasn't actually switched on.
In fairness, he's never really stated that he was some kind of tech wizard, so it's not outrageous. Oh, there you go. So yeah, the path's opened up towards the front, which is interesting.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
I mean, it's interesting. You were only trying saying that you were trying. Well, that's inconvenient for Pigsy. Especially since there's a fucking whirly fan blade here.
Just hang in there. I'm hanging.
See, now, I know this is probably a bad thing to do, because obviously, you know, I'm supposed to be rescuing Pigsy, but I mean, there was an Orby. There was an Orby game. He showed me an Orby. I had to have an Orby.
I'm gonna get chopped up with those fans. Help!
Monkey!
I'm trying.
Shoot them out!
They gotta
Oh, shoot the fan. Okay, that's... Yeah, I mean, I'll try. But I do have slight problems at the moment, so... You know. Just give us a moment or two. Yeah. Oh, really thought I'd done well there. Ow. Yeah, I know, mate, I know. Just chillax a moment. Ow. You really need to save... I think I do. I think I do. He is you. Oh, I think I didn't. Whoops. I think I might need to shoot the fans before beating the robots, perhaps. Or during. Ah, Mr. Pants. Mr. Pants. It's Mr. Pants, everyone, it's Mr. Pants. I don't know why I did that, but nonetheless, how's it going? It's going well, Mr. Pants. We are playing Enslaved Odyssey to the West. If you did not immediately recognise it, shame on you. Where? Oh, right. Shoot the fan. Could you... Okay. I mean, you are proving a little bit more troublesome than is entirely necessary, Mr. Robot, sir. Okay, right, here we go. Now we've got the weak point scan. Yeah, could you leave me alone? Just 1 second. Just one hot second. And then I'll get back to you, Mr. Robot. Hello, person in the other stream. Yes. Hello to the person in the other stream. The other stream. Is there more robots? There's more robots. Of course there's more robots. There's always more robots. Everyone always has more robots. God almighty. Ow, ow, ow. Dear Liza. Ow, ow, ow. I really need to get better. Especially against these bloody guys. Quite the scrub to this game and franchise. Yeah, well, I mean, in fairness, it's not the most well-known of franchises. I should probably go after the EMP robot first, because... Oh, okay, also, I'm going to lose this. Unless... No, apparently she's still... I must be missing a button. Because, for fuck's sake, every time I want drugs, the game refuses to let me have the drugs. I mean, it's like, for fuck's sake. Ah, god damn it. I hate the punchy robots. I really need, like, the punchy robots to not exist, ideally. Could you just stop? Both of you. You stop screaming and shouting and hollering. There we go. Right, EMP. I know Pigsy's in danger. Don't show me Pig... Oh, for fucking cockity-wock. Oh, cockwalker. That's a Chinese man cooking cock in a wok. And now you are in Twitch chat. You are indeed. Right, okay. I think we need to use... Good, right. Weak point scan. Now, just leave me. One shot and we're fine. Oh, God. The punchy robot. The biggest problem, I think, is the punchy robot. Once he starts a punching, he doesn't stop a punching. And it's kind of like, oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Could you just stop punching? Just for a moment or two. Hello, person in this chat, yeah. Blap. Got him, right. Now, is there any more fans? I don't want to start the fans, please. Oh, there's more robots, though. Okay. Kind of want to collect the Orbeez, but I also kind of need to get down there, it would seem. Panic stations indeed. Tally ho, tally he, we gotta jump in around. Jump around. Jump around. I'm trying, dear, I'm trying. I have to actually get... I have to get to the location the mechs are in order to deal with the mechs. So arguably I can sort of shoot them from a distance, but I only have a finite volume of ammunition. And that finite volume of ammunition is in fact 3 bullets. Now it's 2 bullets. Now it's a fucking punchy man. I rolled a 3-12. I can't deny, at this point, all I can think of is Arnold Rimmer and his Risk story. You don't know what I did with the dice. I might have shoved them up his nose, and then I can't remember what he did. Kneed him in the bollocks or something. I think something along those lines. Kneed him in the bollocks, and the dice shot out or something. But yeah, the whole idea of I rolled a this and a that, and then he rolled a this and a that. But still. Right, good. That's RNG juice. Ugh. I suppose technically you could skip the G there, couldn't you, and just go like RNGesus. Although it makes more sense there, but RN juice. Ugh.
Okay, in that case, you have to activate the Bay 5 frequency algorithm, but don't erase the prime interface or the sub-level might loop back.
Yeah. I was going to say, you lost him at the first word. Punching he's good at. Now I suppose at some point in the not too distant future we'd probably need to get Pigsy the right way up and rescued. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, right, there's a pipe there. There's a pipe here for me. The pipe. The pipes, the pipes, the pipes, boy. And since you're here, Mr. Pants, you asked how am I. How are you? Are you doing well? You been enjoying your time? I always neglect to ask people, but I'll try and make that more of a habit to ask people how they're doing when they show their faces in the chatter room. Well, that's because you've been upside down for quite some time.
My lips are tingling.
That's fine.
I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, now I'm moving away.
You can throw up when you're upside down?
Yes.
But what happened?
If anything, it's a lot easier because, you know, it doesn't have to fight gravity to get up and out of the stomach. That's substantially more difficult. Cheese has that habit. It is delicious, though. I love cheese. I love cheese so much. Too much. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god, they always get the better of me because I suppose it's because I'm trying to get that stun attack. And it's always sort of not worth getting the stun attack off, I don't know. Although you do need it to break through the shields and stuff. But I always time it just that little bit off, so that they always get the drop on me prior to me actually managing to flare off the stun. Nice little double shot while strafing there, that was quite pleasing. Oh shit, I'm out of ammunition. Juice, is that kind of like milk? I don't want to know what milk is, to be honest, because all I can now think of is that's the combination of the word man and milk, and I don't want to know what man milk is, nor does anyone else want to know what man milk is. It's probably fairly obvious what man milk is, but we equally don't, you know, just because it's obvious what it is, does our fucking robot. See, this guy's the biggest issue, because he's got a shield and fucking punchy fists. And you just don't need it. You just don't need shield and punchy fists. Especially since I can't seem to ever actually kind of, I mean, I can block him a little bit, but he seems very good at just punching through blocks. And that displeases me, game. Punching through my block displeases me. Scrolling the web in my late Christmas sweater to add more Christmas, to add more to the Christmas touch, yes. Fuck! I could have sworn I picked up that ammo canister. Apparently, I didn't. Milk was the thing they got with a school lunch in the Simpsons episode. I see, okay. I still don't like the idea of it being man milk, but it's slightly more acceptable that it was in the Simpsons, I suppose. I mean, but can you drown? Because that's the crucial element. We are going to... oh, goddamn fucking robots. Okay, I think we need to... Okay, apparently no, we don't need to stun him. God, I really need to work out how the fuck you deal with punchy robots, because I swear you're supposed to be able to counter off of blocking their strike. And yet I can't seem to do that with Mr. Punchy Fuckwit. Mr. Punchy Fuckwit. Because unfortunately he just keeps punching. I can't beat an invulnerable robot. Okay, game? I'm not seeing the pattern of actions I am supposed to take down the punchy arse clown. Which is a fucking problem. I mean, maybe I don't actually... maybe I don't need to deal with the robot. Maybe just jump onto the sub. Fuck it, that'll do. I mean, I'd have preferred to have actually won the fight against the robot, but I just, for fuck's sake. Well, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to dodge roll out of the way, but it never seems to actually dodge roll out of the way. It just sort of dodges and then continues to get punched in the face. I suppose, in fairness, I said we were quite far with chapter 12 previously. Chapter 13's just turned up and we've barely played any of the games, so they are short, sharp chapters. I mean, the fact that it's got glowing red eyes makes me think, you know, I should be concerned here.
Okay, then we travel to each shackle point in turn and set explosives.
Is there an actual submarine control thing here? Because I don't remember a submarine section. I mean, you putting me in charge of a submarine is what could possibly go wrong, but it depends on precisely what you're going to ask me to do. Okay, we are getting out of the submarine, fair enough. So I don't actually have to drive the submarine. I was thinking it really doesn't strike me as the sort of game where you would end up driving a submarine, but I couldn't guarantee that. But how are we supposed to be blowing out the legs? Are we just blowing it out from the inside, perhaps? Well, obviously.
What did you just say?
This machine is more incredible than my wildest dreams.
That is not the word he said.
Let's just keep going.
And we don't want to know anything more, Pigsy. We'll just imagine you didn't say the word you said in the first place.
Wait here.
I don't want to wait here. I want to wait like a couple of meters this way. Looks like I'm going to have to wait here.
The anchor points are above us. Monkey, there's a route up.
Ooh,
Coated the dragonfly.
I hate it when you say that. The word is route.
All you have to do is follow it.
Sure. Okay, I'll make my way up.
Good. I will do the same.
No, I'm not gonna get through there. I'll have to find a different way up.
I mean, you do, in fairness, you have like a grappling hook, so you've got plenty of options.
I need you with me, monkey.
Yes.
I'll stay here and figure out how this thing works.
Here, you drive. I can't drive this. Please don't ask me to do this. Ah, good. New upgrades available. Maybe at this point, I'll be able to figure out how best to deal with this. Deal with punchy robots. I don't know. Like, what I want to do is double check. Right, here's upgrades. So, one of the things they discussed, I think it must be in combat, mustn't it? There's a... Here we go. Attacking enemies glow red, blocking enemies glow blue, vulnerable enemies glow yellow. So yeah, when they're blue, they're blocking, and that punchy robot seems to only ever sort of be punching or blocking, which is a problem. Okay, that's one issue. I've been pushing the wrong button for the counter attack, so that's something that's a problem. So stun charge, wide attack, I think might be useful. I don't think I've got much in the way of alternate options. Oh, just the staff, but I can't deny I'm not that fussed about the staff. I'd prefer to max. Oh, I've already maxed out health. Let's see about the shield. Already maxed out shield, so it's mostly combat and staff now, so that's not too bad. Might save up to... Yeah, we'll save up for that. So what is the B button generally? Nothing, apparently. Yeah, because that's the stun. Yeah, I suppose maybe I just need to be... I need to release the stun a little quicker than I am in fact releasing the stun when I do the thing. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a sketchy jump, but we did it. Sometimes you almost wish you died so that you could genuinely, you know, you could have a legitimate point when you stated it was a sketchy jump. Turns out the fire one was a sketchier jump because it had an awkward timer that I did not predict. I wasn't expecting it to be doing a sort of weird, you know, couple of puffs of flame, then no puffs of flame, then a couple more, all over the fucking place. Oh, that genuinely didn't know there was fire involved in that situation. I suppose I'm perhaps acting too swiftly. I'm acting without thinking. But in fairness, when I decided to act, it was kind of like there was nothing there. Yeah, okay, I just needed to trigger it. Because that definitely wasn't dying down.
Oh, I can shut off the burners from here.
Well, go on then.
Just let me shut these down.
Good. Don't just say you can shut them down. Actually shut them down. Flipping twit. Surprisingly tame, wasn't it? Just calling her a flipping twit.
Can't get through here. Let's just blow this thing out of the way.
No, that's fair. I'm happy with that solution. I'm always happy with a good explosion. The best type of jump is about to fuck up and make it up to the rest and make it seem you knew you were doing. Yes. Oh, there's another explosion. Shadows. Just crack that. Oh, closer than intended.
Can you see the way through?
Well, no, because I'm facing the wrong direction, dear. But I get the general gist of what I'm supposed to be doing. Can you see where you're going? No, I've got my back to the destination. Oh, there's another new... what's it?
We need to blow them off to release the leg.
Well, I'm sure you're the master of blowing off.
Some more bombs.
Good lad. Go on, toss as many bombs as you like. Right, let's gather some ammunition, and now I suppose, yeah, we've got... Oh, I know, I did it! Ah, marvellous.
There's one.
I've assumed I'd fucked it up. Nice. And nice. Any more for any more, or was that all? Oh, there's one at the bottom. I really wanted a clean sweep on that one. I genuinely sort of like the first three I wasn't expecting to get perfectly. There's always that fourth one where you think, I can do this, I can do a perfect sweep here, and then it's like, nope, no you can't. I'll follow you, but I've got a distinct impression we're going to be attacked by robots.
That's not good.
The mechs are using thermite to burn through the hull. We don't have much time.
Oh dear. Yes, thermite is particularly burny. Even more than a weekend at Bernie's. It's got all the burnings. Oh dear, whoa, 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 whoa. Secret holiday snaps of Andy Serkis. Where's he gone this time? Possibly sort of Nevada-y type? It certainly looked deserty. Okay, that's not actually a danger. Alright, I am low enough. When I'm leaping windows. No, when I'm leaping over things, it's a problem, but outside of that, it doesn't make no difference. Pow! Right in the exploding doodah. Where is your exploding doodah this time? Good. I'm too glad they do provide the ammunition, because otherwise it'd be a terrible pain in the arse, wouldn't it? Is there? No, just straight jumpage. You won the next round. Marvellous. Well played, sir. Well RNG'd. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Got many wastelands in the UK. At this point, you've got an opportunity to insult someone, or name a genuine wasteland. I imagine most people, though, would probably go, yeah, you're right. It's a fucking shithole. No matter which place you named.
Okay, we've got some more couplings to deal with.
Okay, that's fine.
How's it going, Trip?
Just so you know, they're cutting through.
I mean, we already knew that bit. Can you have a slightly better update than just they're cutting through? Useless, dear. Absolutely useless. Could you get up on the shelf, please? By shelf, I don't actually mean shelf. Where are we shooting this time? Over here. Pow. Pow. And I think I need to go around the other side. No? Okay, maybe not. Maybe maybe I was supposed to stay downstairs. We thinks I was supposed to stay downstairs. Okay. Hey, Patel. Another one down the bottom. Patoosh. Oh. I genuinely thought it had crashed when it cut to that scene because it just had that feel of like, oh, what are you doing? But it was just cutting. It was literally cutting away to another scene. Hence the term cutscene. Pop up the fucking 488th win. Well, get that up to 500 and it'll be impressive. I'm joking. It is a hell of a lot of wins. It's far more wins than I've got. But nonetheless, 500 is kind of... At 588, I would be like, oh, God, I want the 500 now. I just want that 500. Give me the 500. Give me half a fucking... I don't know. I was going to say half a century, but that would only be 50. And I don't know of an alternate word for 1,000. Oh, dang it. Again, sort of rushed it, but oh well. It's not doing enough damage. In fairness, I've got the regenning health as well. So these flames are not currently sort of threatening at all. So it's kind of like... Well, it's almost an element of... Why'd they put the flames in? Because I'm absolutely like... indifferent to the flames because I'm completely immune. I'm basically immune to them unless I stay. If I just stood in front of the flame for a while, yes, it would probably be an issue. But you know, well, 12 away not too bad. Although it does sound like you've not won too many tonight. I don't know. I don't know what the average winnings in a session would perhaps equate to. And it's probably quite difficult to make that calculation owing to the whole, you know, it's dice and cards and, you know, some occasions it's going to do you some favours and some occasions it's going to kick the shit out of you. Unfortunately, I've rarely, if ever, found dice doing me a favour, so I've only ever experienced the alternate. Although I must admit, you must have burnt through a lot of your bad luck with dice when we were playing the old... dungeon deck Malus Caliber game, because your dice on that one were truly shocking. I mean, to a certain extent I hold some responsibility for designing the game, but you know, nonetheless you hold some responsibility for rolling quite such terrible dice. You spent so much time achievement grinding, yes. Less wins than most people in the level 175 range. Yeah, I suppose when you're grinding for achievements, the wins don't make that much difference, and therefore you just sort of carry on and not make too much odds to it, I suppose. Right, there's a path there, 10 levels lower and already over 500! It's over 500!
Power core.
This is incredible. They must have found every power cell in a 500-mile radius. We'll need to come back here and jumpstart her when we've done the couplings.
Okay, so you want me to do couplings? I can probably go do couplings. Oh no, okay, straight through, that's fine.
I'll get this door open.
Cool. So, I need to find out what those pipes were for. Because there was definitely glowy pipes over here. This is one of those ones where I really don't like it, because the camera changed perspective, but you don't actually... I've got a terrible habit of always readjusting which direction I'm pointing in. Because what you can do is, of course, here, all I'm doing is holding forward. Camera cuts to a different angle. I'm still holding forward and it still works, but I do have a terrible habit of when the camera does that sort of cut, I end up going, I need to readjust the direction I'm heading in.
Would you like, madam?
Lingerie, maybe? Possibly chiropractic, because she was doing a strange, twitchy dance there. There's only 3 achievements that require you to beat the game. In fairness, that's probably one more than is necessary. Although I suppose it's complete the game with different variations, I suppose. But technically, the only achievement that requires you to beat the game is the game achievement, beat the game, surely. But I know in several other games you've got all the difficulty settings. I mean, I was looking through the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing achievements, and in that you've got sort of beat the game and then beat the game in hardcore mode, and it was like, no thank you. There was also a ridiculous one to do with beating the final boss without taking down any of his towers or monster spawners, and it was like, no. You're an utter bullshit. You're an utter bullshitter if you think that's even remotely possible. Because the whole problem with that final boss was you were getting swarmed by enemies whilst also getting run over by a fucking giant mech. So you had to remove his ability to run you over with a giant mech. Otherwise you were going to continually get run over by a giant mech, and getting run over by a giant mech was a fucking insta-kill. My opinion of insta-kill is low, at best. Air raid and no deaths. No deaths is always a fucking pain in the arse. It's why I don't know. I'd almost like to see a person do it, but I think it's Wolfenstein. Ow, ow. Yeah, that one I did just rush. I thought I could get away with the rush, but no, I can't. It's that simple. I cannot get away with rushing it. So I think what we'll do is we'll just sort of stand here, and what we want to try and do, because the flames don't make too much difference, so... What? Oh, cock. Okay. That one's annoying. that's one of those ones where it's like, oh, I really thought I had that. So it was kind of a real, it was a real letdown. Proper hardcore, like, oh, I'm really disappointed. I wasn't expecting that level of disappointment, I must admit. What did it again? I went too fast. Oh, bollocks. It's because there's flames and rotating gears. I kind of want to get off the flames whilst trying to avoid the gears, and it's I'm trying too hard to skip through very, very quickly, and I should probably tone it down and just sort of try and think about everything a little bit more. Okay, so tally ho, tally he. At this point, I'm probably going to have to take some flame to the face. So you know where you said don't just stand in the fire? Yeah, I just broke that rule and stood in the fire. But as I say, even there, where I had a prolonged, extended period in the flame, it was a little bit sort of like I got away with it, and now my health bar is full again. So the flame is absolutely meaningless. Right, hopefully with a bit of luck we can make this... Oh good, there was plenty of time in fairness. Could have probably made it the first time, but sometimes it's best not to take the risk. Especially because I suspect I would probably have to redo the whole section again, which I don't want to, please. Please don't make me go. Please don't make me do the whole section again. And drop. And drop. And careful. I very nearly dropped when I was not supposed to be dropping. Tally ho. And hey. And whoop. And hoi. Tally ho. Tally. Ah, good, we made it. Also, camera sort of focused over there, but then didn't do anything with that focus. Didn't even show a forward focus. Why it would show a forward focus, I do not know, but it was the first thing that sprang to mind when I thought of the word focus, as opposed to fuckus. I mean, it's probably good. Lack of caring, I think, helps. It benefits everything greatly. Trust me. Trust me, from a person who cares far too much over everything. Also, if Mr. Pants and Mr. Lightning are still present, There is events, Christmas events in the Discord you might be interested in. Keep an eye out over the next few days as well. There will be even more to come. Where's your other one? Okay, that's going to be awkward to hit. This one's going to be awkward to hit. There we go, we might just about get away with that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. In other words, it's not too slow. Marvellous. Right, the only problem is I don't seem to have the angle... I need for what I want. Oh, we can just go around here. That's fine. That's where you get more ammunition as well, I suppose. That's the ticket. That's what we need to be able to see. Cock. No, that's not what we want to see. We don't want to see cock. We might see cock, but nonetheless, we don't necessarily want to see cock. And in fairness, since we are under the sea, next to a Leviathan, we may very well see its cock, which will be sea cock, as opposed to a sea cucumber. If you play OJ trying to maximise wins and only play SB, you're going to have a bad time, yes. I imagine so. Sad the test school day. Well, I suppose arguably you are supposed to be working, not fiddling around on Discord, so I imagine your place of work appreciates the fact that you don't sit around engaging in Discord all day, but where do you want me to go? Oh, more bombs, fine. I suppose it's slightly more difficult every single time. This is only a very limited chance to hit things. I did. It is working, you dickhead. Dickhead. Yeah, I know. I wasn't technically too slow. I had to get to the other location. If you place your bombs better, we'd be in a better situation, you dick. Still need something for the second pick. Not sure what I'm going to go with. Ah, yes, no, that's fair enough.
She's free.
I mean, there's no specific rush, although there might be if it's not soon. So there's a rush then, is there? Yeah, not specifically. I haven't actually built the tree that I'm going to decorate yet. Because I don't know if it was obvious, but the city of Drakeford in the town square is a fully custom 3D image that I've built. I don't know if that was obvious or not, but nonetheless, it is a full 3D model that I'm building. And I was using, oddly enough, where I sort of... yeah, there's no rush, except for the fact that there is a rush. No, well, arguably it needs to be done by Christmas. And I need to do it by Christmas, therefore you need to submit things by Christmas. So, there you go. But yes, oddly enough, I mentioned in Hubert's lazy tutorials, he has one on quick, easy buildings, which I utilised for some quick, sloppy buildings, which they are quick and sloppy. But they don't look too bad for quick and sloppy. They're not the optimal textures, and they're not necessarily the optimal sort of... they're not optimally built either. They're sort of all cut up and mixed and matched and stuff. But because there's one that's fairly obvious and obviously not the right door. So it's kind of like, ah, I see. That colour door there doesn't match the rest of the building, does it? And it's like, no. No, it does not. I mean, basically, if you just submit a profile picture you are happy people seeing on the tree, or elsewhere possibly, now technically I can grab your profile picture from your Discord profiles, so it wouldn't be that much of a troublesome task to do so. But if you want it in a reasonable sort of a reasonable appearance, showing... Oh shit, okay, they're attacking shit that I need to be protecting. Fair dues, I will get on with that. I will get on board. Oh, no, they're doing that again. Okay. So yeah, that's the first one. And then just something that means something to you in some fashion that would also fit as a tree decoration. So I don't know. I mean, for you, it could be Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't know. or obviously your namesake there, Mr. SpongeBob, Mr. Square Pantingtons, would fit, and Crash. Crash would probably fit. Love the image of Crash. Yes, it is Crash, isn't it? Crash Bandicoot. Love the image of that. Anything along those lines, and I'll try and make you bastard. I'll try and make it into some kind of. Could you stop doing whatever it is you're doing? Ow, you little shit. You little shit indeed. Haha. I actually blocked you, bitch. Yeah, oh dear, wait for it. Oh god. I'm losing sight of the enemy, which is troublesome. Could we please get the exploding dude? Please don't dick me over, game. I want the exploding dude. Give me the exploding dude! But yeah, as I say, it's anything that sort of, you know, you feel defines your like. So for me, I'd possibly do, again, I mean, I'd probably do something to do with Skies of Arcadia, because it's kind of my defined, my favourite game of all time. It's brilliant, it's fantastic, it's the best. But then again, I could easily do something Shadow Hearts based, or something completely different. Star Wars, do something Star Wars based. And dependent on precisely what it is, will determine precisely what I do with it, if that makes any sense. Because if it's something simple, I might try and make it a model. If it's something complicated, I might try and make it a sort of just, you know, here's an image on a tree tag. The sort of thing you would perhaps do as an amateur tree decoration. You would just pin it in a something or other. Yeah, so I mean, 2020 has been pretty bad for everybody, especially sports, the arts, and general entertainment. It has been. It's one of those weird ones, and this isn't particularly an original thought. I will just clarify that. But it's one of those occasions where the arts and entertainment are 100% necessary, and yet they are the first things to have been sort of, you know, wind up with a lack of funding and stuff. So it's kind of like, yeah, we've got peculiar priorities. It's kind of like everybody needs something to laugh at nowadays, far more than usual, and yet they're underfunding everything. And as I say, that's not an original thought from me. That is me sort of paraphrasing and commenting from everybody else who far more relies on the arts industry as a sort of actual sort of career path. But it is an interesting premise, because it is kind of like people are sort of staying in more, needing entertainment, of course, and yet they've also kind of neglected a little bit the world of arts and entertainment. So a lot of the, you know, comedians and stuff are struggling, I think, because they can't get the sort of pub visits and stuff. They're sort of bread and butter. I haven't really got the ammunition for this. In fact, no, I really don't. Because unless I can get him in one shot, I have now run out of ammunition, which could prove problematic, because I'm not entirely sure how I get up there. Plus, there is no other ammunition. Oh, I think he died. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there's ammunition over there for starters. Plus, I think he just died on his own. It wasn't. Oh no, there he is. He did not die in my arms tonight, for I didn't say anything to him. Oh, fucking robots again! Robots again! Ow. I do loathe those fucking guys. They don't swear, dear. You're too young for swears. Only I'm allowed to swear here. Well, stop getting blocked, stupid tart. I told you, I'm the only one allowed to swear and make profanity. Although tart is one of the fairly limited ones that I could have utilised to describe you, dear. Oh dear, can we make a shortcut there? No, I don't think we can, so we're gonna have to make a run for it. Running, 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 running. Running, running, running. Have they? Ooh, what are the Christmas specials, I wonder? I must admit, I'm interested to possibly go back to Warframe and see if I can find out what Christmas delights they've got going on. Unfortunately, I've been having trouble with fucking Warframe. Bloody thing's been a right pain in the arse regarding working. One of their updates sort of fucked up, and I've had to, you know, be uninstalling, reinstalling, all manner of annoying nonsense. But I think I've finally cracked it, which is quite pleasing. But yes, I have been playing the Avengers on Wednesdays, which has actually been quite fun. Plus was sort of the plan, but then was forced to be the plan owing to the fact that Warframe just didn't want to work. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, because it's quite nice seeing some of those sort of live games that are still being worked on, etc. And what they sort of do as a Christmas event. I mean, they may very well be the same Christmas event as last year, I suppose, but owing to the fact that I've been so out of touch with Warframe, it's still fascinating to see what it would be. Ah, dang it, I really thought I had that covered. Yeah, it's a bit of a bastard that it takes 2 shots to kill these things. Oh dear, okay, we need to deal with matey boy up on the rafters rather quickly. Well, I don't think I hit the target I'd intended to hit. I suppose technically it doesn't make too much difference as long as robots are dying. We are good to go. We are golden. Golden Graham. So now we need to kill the robots again. Not entirely sure. Is that the wide sweep? I'm not sure what the wide sweep is classified as. Apparently my wide sweep is bigger, which is lovely. Just reopening items from past events and adding some of the costumes to the characters that have been added since last season. Again, it would be beneficial, I suppose, if you'd missed it on previous occasions, but I get the impression that those robots were dancing in a peculiar fashion. But I get the impression you probably kept up with it. As I say, it's quite nice with Warframe. If Warframe is just repeating. Nice! There we go. That's how you beat them. The problem was, I was pushing the wrong button. But in my defence, it is an illogical button to push, I think. And I'm going to stand by that statement. Because all of your attack buttons are basically X and Y. Your light attack, your stun attack. Your light attack is X, your stun attack is holding X, and then your heavy attack is Y. And that's fine. I've got no problem with that control scheme. But, of course, when it starts asking me to do B as the counter button, it's a bit more sort of like, that does not make sense. So that's why earlier on I was having trouble logically figuring out what to do with me sort of counter button, unfortunately. Now I know how to counter. It's proving a little bit more simplistic to beat the boxing bastard bots. Boxing bastard bots. Where are... Okay, are we done? Because that was quite an intense volume of fighting. You're pressing all the right buttons, but not necessarily in the right order. That is exactly it. That again sounds like a reference to something I recognise. Possibly a paraphrase, but there's definitely something recognisable in that sentence structure. So I think we did it. Oh, this is one hell of a beastie I've got my hands on. Well, my one hand and my one trotter. It's a big gun, Pixie. Be careful with it. I mean, do you know how? Because I mean, I imagine you can't just sort of enter that control area and instantly know how to win the robot. But apparently, he really can. I suppose maybe he's been studying it, which would be fair. Oh, is it slowing down? Are we running out of power, or is that just how slow it moves? I mean, it is a hulking behemoth, so it moving slowly is not unreasonable. Oh, a lovely sort of starry display there. Ding, 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 ding.
Never seems to be a time.
Well, we've got plenty of time. This robot's moving really slow.
Father dead. I'm trying to excuse what I've done. I know it was wrong. I have no more right to enslave you than anyone knows.
What have you done?
There's nothing controlling you anymore.
Apart from his heart and possibly his penis, if he fancies her enough.
I can just leave.
Yeah, but you're not going to, are you? Because there's a substantial amount of game left, I think.
Turning that lock.
He likes it.
You heard what I just said. Turning that lock.
I mean, technically, you could just choose to stay. I mean, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird to just go, oh, good, you've turned off the electro helmet that's been bugging me the entire game. Turn it back on. Turn it back on.
What's going on? That.
A giant pyramid.
Son, he's real.
Time to get the cannons bound up. We got plates just getting through. Get it now.
I'm moving, Chief, I'm moving.
Much time.
I get the sense this is going to be a horrendous section where there's too many things and not enough bullets. Though having said that, I might just be fighting them on the ship side. Okay, that's substantially more tolerable. I'm sorry, this is my last chance to upgrade. Oh shit, okay, what? Shit, fuck. Balls. Monkey nuts. We don't need to see monkey nuts, but bugger. Yeah, alright. Is this the end of the game?
Hey, these leeches! What are they doing?
They're sucking the power out of the Leviathan.
Oh, they're sucking the power. Two guesses what I heard instead of the word sucking. I mean, in fairness, they could be doing the other. It's definitely a viable possibility. It's unlikely, but it's definitely a viable possibility. Either way, they're doing terrible things to the ship. But yeah, I missed my last opportunity to upgrade, which is possibly going to be troublesome. Plus, I don't know how last opportunity to upgrade this actually is. Because, yes, ducking, that's exactly what I was thinking. Ducking the power. Okay, what do you want? 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 What do you need? What do you want? What do you want? What do you need? Can I go back and do the upgrades after all? No. It would seem I cannot. Oh, I think there's a pole here. Yes, there is. Well, it's technically a bit of wire cabling. I did wonder where I was jumping. I mean, I sort of just leapt off in absolute faith that I was going to have a direction to go, but I didn't really see the handhold. I just sort of went, yeah, it's probably fine. The fact that I'm collecting Orbeez still does make me think there's probably going to be an extra section where we go back to having Trip around us and therefore do some more upgrading, so we should be okay. It's a bit concerning that I can't guarantee that I'll make it without the upgrades, but all the really important upgrades I think I have covered, because I've done all the health upgrades. So I think in terms of beating robots down, as long as I'm alive, and that's benefited by the whole having the max health, etc., I should be fine to do. Yeah, I mean, I was ready to fire as well. I got really into the fire. Oh, that's a big sexy cannon. Just don't overcook it, because otherwise the mech is not going to do as well. Let's get up. Andy brought a friend. We didn't need you to bring a friend, sir. Oh, he's brought 2 friends. Oh, his mood changed very dramatically, didn't it? I'll give it a go. Well, that's bad. I mean, someone else might have to do. Ah, okay, there's an airborne mech. Yeah, not ours. Dang it! 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 I was too focused on getting the exploding dude. I really wanted him, so I kind of let my guard down when it came to everybody else. Superb, 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 superb. Gather up my Orbeez, although I do have to be slightly quick because, of course, the issue we've got, I think... Oh, is that just a... Oh, that's just a path. I'm just a path. You can run on me normally. Yes, you can. Oh, that was very cheeky. Probably shouldn't have survived that jump, but I'll take the win where I can get them. The fact that it didn't game over me is beneficial. Tally ho, off we pop. Right, luckily, while I'm indoors, it seems the beast is no longer being pummeled. Now I'm outside, the beast may be being pummeled again. Yeah, except we've seen they sort of get up. No, I know, I've seen them. Yeah. God damn it. Fucking punchy robot. I hate you, Mr. Punchy Robot. Oh, god damn it. I had the timing of that fucking counter previously. Now, not so much. Oh, I think I blew him up. Oh, no, no, he is still there. Good lad. I thought I'd killed him before I blew him up. And I didn't want to kill him before I blew him up, because blowing him up is a bloody effective way of killing these fuckers. I do like blowing up robots. It's an enjoyable pastime. Not that I've ever heard of a robot, because I'm from farm in north. Ow, 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 every flame, every single fucking one. Ow, 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 every flame, every motherfucking flame. Yeah, I just didn't bother at all that time. Could not be asked to deal with the flames. Okay, this time we'll try and actually time it, because I've lost so much health now that I am... no, every single flame that's available for me, I will land in it. Yep, unbelievable. I genuinely thought it had gone off, which is absolutely shocking. Right, I really could do with that health bar recharging a little bit, so I might just sit here for a moment or two. Although it would be optimal if I could just do it well. Right, 1, 2, and oh god, I thought I'd just managed to avoid that one. Ah, marvellous, superb. I will check that out in the not too distant future, and by that I mean tomorrow, where I will probably be trying to build my tree and other assorted decorations for the town of Drakeford. As I say, that image will evolve over time. I'll update it every now and again, and then Christmas, the plan is to have a really, really good town. Decorations and Christmas bits and presents and all sorts of loveliness. And then there's a couple of extra plans as well, planned, obviously. Your plans are planned. No, rarely, but sometimes. But nonetheless, there is a plan. It's not very good, but you know, have a poo. Pow, 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 get off my fucking ship. That's fair enough. You'll fill it out tomorrow, that's fine. As I say, it's not pressing, but if you did want yourself represented at the, you know, town square of Drakeford, you will want to get in essentially before I have to finish it. Yes, that was a good strike. Now, yes, good. Excellent stuff. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to choose one of the two. Oh, okay. That wasn't the one I chose, but apparently it's the one. Oh, whoa, 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 more robots. Okay, that's... Yeah, I sort of saw him about to do his business, and I just couldn't quite... Ah, I missed it. Missed the opportunity. God damn it. Even knowing the best way to deal with punchy robots, it is still incredibly difficult to deal with the punchy. In fact, I'm not... Yeah, I don't know, maybe my timing's off, but I'm still not 100% convinced the counter-attack is working against... No, I did that time. So it must be timing issues. I just can't quite... Yeah, I think it's just after it attacks, and because it attacks so frequently, just, you know, trying to pummel the life out of you, literally, it's very difficult to nail that timing down. Please stop being humped by a scorpion, Pigsy. We kind of needed that cannon. Dipshit. That's a hell of a fucking scorpion blade, isn't it? Jesus, look at a Gatling, sort of big Gatling gun-ish thing on the back. A little bit Scorponok in the face, isn't it? The Transformers scorpion. But it has to be, really, doesn't it? It's a fucking scorpion. How many different variations of a scorpion design can you actually make? Not that many, I don't think. The fundamentals of a scorpion are the fundamentals of a scorpion are the fundamentals of a scorpion. Doesn't matter who designs it, there are certain elements where it's very much a scorpion. Ah, dang it. I really thought I had that one as well. Every time I really think I've got it nailed and perfect, the game says no. Yes, you may have to discuss how we do it a second time, because I'm currently having to beat robots, so... I'm currently having to beat off a load of robots, and it's not easy to beat off a robot. They don't have blood. Should... the EMP goes straight through my shield, which is a nuisance. Ah, God, you've got to be really careful, although having said that, there was no other enemies, so it didn't make much difference. But nonetheless, you have to be very, very sort of careful not to just smash straight through their health bar. B to use the valve, come on. Yes. Get off me, scorpion prick. You wouldn't want a scorpion prick, would you? Bollocks as claws and a penis that stings. You can see a doctor if that's the case. Oh, okay. Where would you like me to shoot? Oh, okay. Hey, 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 hey. You know that shooting thing you're doing? Stop it. Yeah, well, I'm trying. Cool. Right, I will leap around. I will jump around. Round, jump around. Round, jump around. Where's this hydraulic system? It's back over here. Is it? No. Yes? No. Maybe? I don't know. Could you repeat the question? Where's the hydraulic system? There we go. Marvellous. Bright blue pipes, that's how you deal with the situation. Bright blue pipes, that's how I win the game. Bright blue pipes, you shoot the weak spots. Bright blue pipes, that's how you win the game. I said bright blue pipes, oh dear, what's it doing? It's sort of reacting in pain. Now we shoot its bits off. Oh yes, I have shot its bits off. Yeah, but it looked suspiciously like there was another vent, which makes me think I'm going to have to go around and do it again. Because I think it's okay. I think I've just made it angry, in fact. 100% agree. 100%. Did I just die? Oh, shit, I did. Oh, fuck. Clearly I have to do something before the big laser goes off. I unfortunately didn't know. I didn't know I had to do something prior to the big laser going off. What is it you actually want me to do prior to the big laser going off? I'm assuming get down, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, okay, so I think it is just run like fuck. There we go, yeah. Although if you'd waited for him to say, I better get out of here, I think you were probably already too late. Which is slightly unfortunate. Right, so there's more pipes over there. What's the plan? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Did he just say I can't get it off? I don't think he did. He can't get it off, maybe? It's just as bad, in fairness. Keep thinking of Trip, that'll get it up and off. Could this scorpion get off my back? What's the next step? What's the next step? Oh, beating a robot. That's the next step. Right, I've got him ready for... primed and ready for an explosion. Is there any more dudes? Yes, there are. Bang! And the dirtbags are gone. Any more robots? Oh, yes, there are. Goodbye. Nobody wants you alive, sir. Nobody wants you alive. Ah, dang it. Yeah. You mistime the robot, and you are slightly fucker. Ah, hee hee! That was actually surprisingly stylish. That wasn't. That was slightly more stylish than previously advertised. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Yes, that's got it. Good. Destroyed robots. Yes. It's probably easier if you at least let him have a couple of punches on you, because then it allows you to get the timing a little bit better. Obviously you want to actually do it and not just let him punch you, which is what I did for that second occasion after specifying that... there we go. As I suspected when I spotted that one, it is a second valve. I wonder if the second valve will bring out Portal 3. It's just jokes. Yes. Yes, you are. Use the valve. Open it up. Spin around. I'm assuming ignite the gas once again. I'm trying. I actually have to hit the thing before you start making fuss. High ground again, or is it sort of leaning down enough to grab it here? There did look like there were some more valves with blue piping. So, I mean, I'm assuming what I need to do is blue pipes. Blue pipes in the middle of my pipes. Blue pipes in the middle of my death robot. Blue pipes. Yeah, I told you there was blue pipes, monkey. You didn't listen, did you? Should have paid more attention to me, sir. There is, however... that would have been really stylish had I actually got the counter-attack on that one. Because I wasn't quite facing the right direction when I started. And as such, that would have been more... God damn it. You mistimed that, and you are pretty much fucking boned. There we go. I mean, it wasn't exactly stylish, but it did get the job done in the end. I suppose arguably is basically my fucking mantra. It's not stylish, but it got the job done. That's all I can muster when it comes to most video games. It's not pretty, but it will fucking do. Could we jump to the correct path? I'm slightly rushing it, despite not really needing to, but there is slight pressure of that health bar at the top there. Sometimes you can't be stylish. I don't know. I think always you can be stylish if you put your mind to it. Cock. Or if you put your cock to it. That would add a bit of style to proceedings. Didn't say it had to be good style, just, you know. Cock out is definitely a star. DMC5. Yes, I spotted you were playing that the other night, and I did sort of, I mean, fundamentally, good game is an optimal answer. and I wondered why you were perhaps playing it. And then I did oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I'm slightly confused, I can't find the buttons to push to get down from here. But yeah, I was, as I say, good game is enough of a reason to play Devil May Cry 5. But I was wondering, yes, there we go, I got distracted by having to live, but yes, I was about to say, I then mooched into Steam, and one of the first things Steam told me was, Virgil DLC is out now for DMC5, and it was like, aha, it makes so much more sense now. As I say, technically, there's nothing stopping you just playing it as a replay, because it's a damn good game. It's truly an incredible one, and I do hope they do a Devil May Cry 6 and make it even better, which is asking a lot, in fairness. That is asking a lot. But I then, it then made so much more sense, because it was like, yeah. I mean, shoot it, punch it. I mean, not a lot else we can do. No, I'm gonna shoot them as much as I can. Oh, there we go. It's stuck in the wheel. Okay. More shooty bang bangs. Buddy, could you maybe not be a douchebag? No, apparently douchebag circuitry is mandatory in robots. Yes, got it. Right, that should make my job a little easier. Because this robot will blow up his friends. Unfortunately, it didn't blow up all of his friends, which means we're going to have to deal with this guy manually. Good. Oh, no. It was a miss. It was a miss. Right, I think we're leaping. Yeah, we've got to do some leaping. Hopefully it's going to become obvious where I'm supposed to be leaping. I mean, it looked suspicious, like where you were asking me to leap was exactly where that laser was, which would have been inconvenient. Oh, I dropped down. There we go. Sometimes it is difficult to see precisely what they want you to do, because I wasn't sure if it was up and round or drop down. Which I suppose, okay. Okay. I might die, because I'm unsure where I'm supposed to be going. Up here? Up there? Up round? I feel like, is it not? Are you 100% sure it's not over there? Oh, unless I do have target, yeah. Oh, that's a problem. Yep, that's a big problem again. I don't have any fucking bullets, and I didn't know I didn't have any bullets. So it looks like I'm going back up here to try and find some bullets. I've got plenty of stun ammunition. In fact, just maxed out my stun ammunition. Unfortunately, it is not stun ammunition that I need. Right, tally ho, I've now got 6 bullets to actually win. The battle theme is great. Well, I must admit, I would sort of expect that, because I don't think they've done that. I don't think they've done many themes that haven't been incredibly epic. And of the 4 playable characters, he is easily my favourite. So how have they done him? I'm assuming, like every other one, they've basically done lovely little intro scene, and then you basically play the whole game exactly the same as every other character, just with Virgil. Is that how they've done it? Because I would like to see, I'd love to see them do a sort of slightly fuller campaign mode with Virgil, like a proper, this is his perspective, this is his story type thing. Possibly even from, from absolutely like the first game, because I don't claim to necessarily know the full story, but I do slightly wonder, because obviously in the 3rd game, if anybody is desperate to avoid spoilers for Devil May Cry, I'd possibly tune out now, but if memory serves, in the 3rd game he remained in hell, and then in the 1st game he obviously came back as the Angelo, I think it's something like Nello Angelo, something along those lines, armour. And then he got defeated, didn't he? But then he was just sort of back for Devil May Cry 4? Which I suppose arguably they did sort of show him at the beginning there, didn't they? Sort of just around. But it might be interesting. I don't know whether they've ever actually fully explored how he came back from being this Nello Angelo thing versus, you know, becoming what's it as well. The end of his campaign is free as he goes to fight Mundus in hell. Yes, that's yes. I do remember that because I did do that. Yes, but it's more. I think it's more the sort of Nello Angelo to normal Virgil once again. Because obviously, I'm assuming, yeah, then he gets his shit pushed by Mundus off screen. Yes, that's always what I assumed. Because obviously then he becomes this, as I say, Nello Angelus. There you go. But yeah, it's the sort of in between of one. I suppose it would, yeah, it'd be the in between 1 and 4 essentially. Oh, I see. So that's meant to be before. Okay, fair enough. Well, I never really fully. Well, yeah, no, that does. Yeah, I think I did realise that. Yeah, because I did the opening. I did a couple of levels of Virgil in 4. So I suppose it would be the difference between 1 and 5, perhaps. How did he drag himself back from? I suppose arguably he dragged himself back from hell. A fairly simplistic task for one of the brothers, really, isn't it? But I don't know. It might still be interesting, perhaps, to if they did a full campaign. Yes, that bit I knew. Oh no, it's all sounding tragic. I think my journey to the west might be coming to an end. In a most depressing and despair-inducing fashion. Okay, just Pigsy's journey. Fair dues. I thought we were still on board, I missed that bit. Oh, that is a bad taste achievement, guys. Oh, this is the epilogue. Fucking hell. So I think we've literally just completed the game, which kind of came out of nowhere. But nonetheless, if you didn't spot that, Pigsy just blew up, and the achievement was smoky bacon, which is just for how dramatic they made that. Just bad taste achievement there. No, I see. That does make sense. Yeah, that's fair. Because I certainly know he was freed from Mundus's control, but yeah, I suppose that makes sense for his motivations, doesn't it?
What are you doing here? Why are you attacking me?
Who are you?
Andy
I
Serkis.
am a pyramid.
It's you who's been attacking us. Enslaving us.
I have enslaved no one. I rescue people from the wasteland. I give them life.
Give them life? What do you mean?
You do not understand what pyramid is. I can explain. Pyramid is the memories of one man who lived before the war.
There you go. It was his fucking holiday snaps. I said that in jest.
Store his memories of the world that once was.
Yeah, like a dedicated, this is Virgil, not just have fun playing as Virgil, but using the same missions. Like a really dedicated,
I'm
you
more
know,
than an archive.
I am Virgil, here is my story. I think that might be quite fun.
am
Even if it is rehashing some of the old elements,
Ark.
I think it might still be quite entertaining to see it from his perspective.
That's what I've been seeing. Through the headband.
You are seeing the world that they share with me. They are not slaves. They are citizens. They have jobs. They have marriages. They bring up their children. Their children go to schools. You have no schools. You have mechs. Your world is a wasteland in which you fight to survive. Pyramid is a world in which you can live.
But you are destroying this world for the sake of the old one.
Mirage Edge actually makes more sense.
See what they have.
Beowulf, unfortunately, doesn't make sense.
Away.
That's the one I always had a bit of a problem with when I was playing through 3, I think. Because it was kind of like, no, he doesn't have Beowulf anymore.
Put on the mask.
Or the issue was, I think he had Beowulf before he should have Beowulf. Then he had Beowulf after he should not have Beowulf. Because, of course, he didn't defeat the beast until later in the campaign. And then, of course, he lost it. He kind of loses it when Dante picks it up. So I must admit, his weapons always slightly bugged me, but it is sort of nitpicky nonsense, really. But summon swords is fair because obviously they're summoning. You can always have those. And Yamato, of course, is a bit of an issue in some places. Well, only... No, actually, I think the timeline all works out for Yamato to always be in his possession, perhaps. Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they shouldn't... well, yeah, I'm saying they shouldn't have it. I don't know, maybe they should sort of establish a different... Keep it a fist-based punching weapon, but nonetheless sort of make it a different one that would... But it's a bit too late now, I suppose. But it is kind of like, no, he can't have the Beowulf. He's lost the Beowulf. No, at this point he doesn't have the Beowulf. The Beowulf is still a monster. Now at this point, he's given the Beowulf away. Or I don't think he gave it away as such. It was more a case of he was beaten and it was taken, I think. No, probably not. I mean, you've probably, you know, scuppered all of these people's sort of Matrixy dreams. Because it is having leanings of Matrix now, isn't it? Ooh, monkey magic, training monkey, and freed the slaves. There we go. Wow. Richard Ridings was Pigsy, Lindsay Shaw, and Andy Serkis, of course. Yes. Which I suppose technically they could just put forth the notion that, you know, once a devil arm is born, maybe it's permanently linked to them perhaps or something, but I don't know. So he's still able to draw on the power of the Beowulf despite having not, strictly speaking, having it anymore. But as I say, that's where I quite like the idea that they've renamed the Force Edge to Mirage Edge. That's a good call. That's true. That is true as well, yeah. Maybe he got it back afterwards. Although that still doesn't technically solve all of my issues that were revolving around the weapons in 3. As I say, it was only really 3 that is like, no, you can't use that because it doesn't exist yet. And you can't use that because you don't have it anymore. But obviously, as you say, I mean, he absolutely needs that sort of triumvirate of weapons. But yeah, as I say, it's quite nice to see them having updated the Force Edge to be the Mirage Edge. Because even if it's functionally the same, it's nice to see them sort of acknowledge the fact that the Force Edge, of course, is... I can't remember. Did the Force Edge become the Rebellion? Or am I... No, the Force Edge became the Sword of Sparta, didn't it? Yes, he is fussy. Have you ever been a fan of Devil May Cry? Now I can't comment on it because it's been years since I watched it. But did you ever watch the old anime, Devil May Cry anime? I don't remember anything about it, to be honest. I certainly don't remember thinking this is horrendous. So I assume it wasn't terrible. But yeah, I don't know. The giant summon sword, interesting. Okay. That does sound quite fun. But yeah, meh is probably about accurate. It's probably worth a watch if you enjoyed Devil May Cry, though, I would suspect. But as I say, I can't remember much about it, so meh is perhaps an apt description, owing to the fact that I can't remember much about it. Well, there we go. That was Enslaved. We freed the slaves. Here we go. So yeah, there's sort of sexy robot trip. Kind of like, are you serious, guys? Are you serious? Oh, there you go. Ninja monkey. Oh, I see. I can only have one at a time. And then, of course, all right. Hang on. In the history of Devil May Cry video in DMZ5, the anime gets more of a mention than DMZ2. Yes, because I think... Now, again, your knowledge is vastly higher end than mine, I think. But I think that... No, I think Tony Redgrave might have been established elsewhere. But I think the bloke... I've got a feeling the bloke that he interacts with in Devil May Cry 5, the old black fella, I get the feeling... Was he black, or am I making that up? No, I think he was, wasn't he? He was a bit like Gordon Freeman. Not Gordon Freeman. Morgan Freeman. That's it. I almost went with Gordon Morgan, which is a hell of a name. Hi, I'm Morgan Gordon, and I'm Gordon Morgan. But let's try Pigsy's Perfect 10 for a moment, because I think this is just shooting things. Oh, okay. Apparently it is classified as a new journey, which could be intriguing. Not 100% sure how long it is, because I don't necessarily want to leave it until next week, because it might be about Morrison. There you go. Yes, yes. But then again, if it's really fucking short, it's probably not worth leaving it. But if it's long, it's not worth. It's not. I wouldn't necessarily. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. It's got a full-fledged cutscene. Do you know what? Fuck it. We'll leave it. I mean, yeah, there's trouble vision and everything, so, okay. What we'll do is we will pop back. We will... That's... Yeah. Yeah. I remember that being seen. Right, so next week... Oh, the Tony Redgrave is from the novels. I see. They're not very good. I see. That is unfortunate. Right, let's just check these extras. Is Sexy Robot Trip on? Yes, it is. So hopefully Sexy Robot Trip is still on? Yes. Right, so can I do more than one, or is it literally... Yeah, apparently I can only have one. So for now, I suppose Sexy Robot Trip. Let's see what that does. Because obviously we have to go sexy... Oh, shit. I think that's just going to play the epilogue again, so I'm going to have to start a new journey. This could be a problem if I can't skip this. Okay, I can skip it. Marvellous. Right. I suppose now, shit. Can we skip the credits as well? Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks. Oh, big hairy fucking nutsacks. Could you... can you not... Can you not just be smart, game, and understand that I fucked it up? Well, I think certainly I would slouch in comparison to your knowledge, I think. But I did go through a phase of looking... Well, I mean, I went through a phase of playing all of the games, and then I had some issues. As I say, like, I struggled with the timeline a little bit. It's interesting seeing you write it all out. It was like, actually, no, I think I did look all that up. But I did look it all up, and obviously when I was initially planning on doing sort of a big Devil May Cry December event, prior to that not going anywhere, I did a lot of research into the bits and pieces, odds and ends and stuff. True, unskippable cutscenes are quite annoying. But I suppose this was the era where that wasn't as standardised. Because of PlayStation 3, it was just sort of... Although, having said that, the cutscenes are skippable. The problem is the credits aren't, which I suppose they want you to see the credits. And they don't want you specifically to see Sexy Robot Trip. And the unfortunate truth is, all I'm after is Sexy Robot Trip. The overall timeline, yes, in terms of order of events, yes, you're quite right. That bit I never had a problem with. I think the problem I had, or initially, before I think I played the Virgil stuff in 4, the issue I kept having was precisely how he went from Nello Angelos back to Virgil, back to this, back to that. But because, of course, 4 is before those events, it doesn't flow quite like that. Well, hopefully these credits aren't going to be too long. I'm still pushing the button, hoping it will allow me to skip, but it won't. It's not going to allow a skip. But I will find Sexy Robot Trip. I will see Sexy Robot Trip. It is inevitable. It is my destiny. Which is another game. I quite enjoyed Destiny, the game. Both the dice game and the, how do you know when a hardcore gamer is hard at games? Intense tapping of some kind. Yes, very much so. The harder you tap it, frankly, the harder it gets. No. Here we go. Right, now. Chapter select, I suppose would do. Let's double check. Sexy Robot Trip is on. Chapter select. Doesn't technically matter. But I suppose anything where we don't actually have to do much. So maybe the Wasteland would work? Normal mode is fine. This will reset your last checkpoint. That's fine. I've completed the game. I'm not fussed. As he walks away and there's a woman in the background, they kind of imply yes. Although I don't think I got that far. But I think they showed it at the beginning as well, though, did they not? Or at least that's... Oh, God damn it. Can I not... No, thank fuck for that. I was going to say, can I not skip this one as well? But I got the impression, didn't they show her at the beginning, maybe? I might be wrong. But I swear he shared a look with a certain person at the beginning. Oh, here we go. I mean, they weren't necessarily kidding. Not quite as robotic as I thought she might be. But, I mean, definitely scantily clad. Could you just stop a moment? Oh, I suppose I could pick her up. There we go. Pick her up and now we can investigate closely. But yeah, she's certainly robot-ish. I mean, it's not terrible. I'll just toss you off, dear. There you go. And now I can watch you a little bit more. Where you gone, dear? Where you gone? No. Now what we have to do is watch out for you in your fucking robo suit. There we go. Stop walking away. Trip. I will bend you over my knee and spank you if you don't stop running away from me. Which I suppose arguably is probably a good reason why she's running away from me. Anyway, let's go back to the main menu and have a look at Monkey's outfits. And then, as I say, next week we'll try and see... I might have to sort of come up with a backup plan depending on how long it takes, but... chapter select, I mean, at this point it probably doesn't matter, but we'll try Wherefore Art Thou. That'll do. But yeah, next week we'll do Pigsy's doodad, as it were. He might enjoy it too much. Wherefore art thou, Romeo, Romeo? Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Can we gameplay, please? Gameplay, thank you. Ooh. Oh, I mean, can we get the camera in the right location, please, game? Oh, he likes that. It's almost being sort of the Oriental clothing. I suppose ninja is a little bit more Japanese, theoretically at least. But there's a certain bit more sort of the original Chinese myth about the ninja outfit. I quite like it. Or he quite likes it a lot. In fact, I'd have almost been quite satisfied having played the game like that, but I want it to be traditional and original. So, shite. Classic monkey. Don't know precisely what classic monkey is classified as. We can get Wherefore Art Thou again, I think. It was easy to skip the scene and easy to get back into a view where we could see the monkey. I'm sort of interpreting classic monkey as the idea that this is going to be very much more Chinese myth monkey, but I might be wrong. Oh no, if anything, oh no, it is vastly more. I like I like this one slightly more than I like any of the others, primarily because it's got a dirty great Chinese dragon all over the side of it. I quite like the gauntlets, the golden gauntlets, but yeah, that is far more of a traditional Chinese garb, I would put forth. I don't know that for an absolute fact, but I would certainly put forth. Oh, look at my clothes. Do you like my outfit? Do you like my outfit? Look at it. It's awesome. It's got a dragon on it. Kept forgetting the hey button, but I suppose arguably the hey button is extremely context sensitive, really. You just don't need it in most occasions. Oh, blimey. As in the TV series Monkey, I believe it was called. I might be mistaken, but yes, I have heard of... I haven't seen it, but I have heard of it. And it is... I don't know. I've seen it, but not... I've heard of it, but not seen it, so I can't actually form an opinion over it. But nonetheless, welcome, Yorkshire's Pure Evil Gaming. Welcome. Unfortunately, you have timed it incredibly badly, because that's the end. So that is an unfortunate timing. We are at a close. We completed the game Enslaved, but we do still have a little Pigsy left. Pigsy. Oh, that's interesting. There's an achievement for failing miserably. I say that technically it's not failing miserably. I just spotted that there's a got your back trophy, rescue Trip 3 times after she has performed an EMP, which frankly to me is failing, because if you've not dealt with the robots before they get to Trip, then you've done it wrong and should be ashamed of yourself. There is also, in fairness, an achievement for sneaking past the robots, and frankly, if you don't kick the shit out of every robot you see, you're doing it wrong again. Obviously that's not strictly speaking true, I know, but still. Stun 3 enemies at once with a radial stun blast. Well, that should have been relatively easy. Knock an enemy into a mine. That could have been an interesting one. Anyway, next week, more Grenlandia 2 in the earlier slot of 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And then more Enslaved, but this time it's Pigsy. And if Mr. Pudding, I say you're not actually called Mr. Pudding. Oh, he's gone. I think he's gone. Maybe. Don't know. Popped in to say he loved the 80s TV show and then possibly has left again. I don't know. Oh, he's followed me, so he's clearly not gone as much as I thought. But anyway, and yeah, I think it's because of the Yorkshire and Pure. Just immediately makes me go, it's pudding, isn't it? It's pudding? Yorkshire pudding? Pudding? Immediately pudding. But if you did enjoy anything you saw here, you would probably enjoy tomorrow evening. That's spelt wrong. You would potentially enjoy Mr. Nickerin, who plays, I believe it's Bloodstained And I don't know the subtitle of Bloodstained either, so I'm about as good as Mr. Caliber. Speaking of which, is that enough? Yes, it is. My friend Mr. Caliber streams as well. He does Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Nickerin does Friday evenings, and I do Curse of the Moon. There you go. That's the subtitle. It's when you bend over and fart too much that you shit yourself, and everybody can see your cheeks. So it's, oh, that's the Curse of the Moon. Is it? No. It should be the final week of Bloodstained, so there may be something else at the later stage. But nonetheless, they are a pair of links there. Teehee. I've shown an image of two people called Link. There's only really one person called Link. That's about it. I'll be back on Sunday. Sunday at 4:30 in the afternoon for, of course, Sunday afternoon at home. I don't know what we'll be doing Sunday afternoon at home. Obviously, that is fully descriptive beyond comparison. Beyond compare, that is the description of Sunday. So, if you enjoy, I don't know, I might do The Witcher unless people, if people sort of declare early that they're interested in doing a board game, we might be able to sort that out. If not, I might just do a quick game of The Witcher board game, possibly one of the other single player ones, but still. Now Monday's more of a, for fuck's sake. Tuesday's a lesser version of the oh for fuck's sake. Wednesday's the, I don't think I can make it. Thursday is, I might just make it, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And then Friday is, fuck yeah, it's the weekend. Fuck yeah, it's the weekend. Ooh yeah. And then Saturday is, fuck yeah, I'm off now. Fuck yeah, no work for me. And then Sunday is, yeah, it's no, yeah, but then tomorrow. So there you go. That is the entirety of the week in sort of words and noises. Anywho, I will say cheerio, because it is the end. No end phase thing on this one. I really should build one, but I'm very, very lazy. Very lazy indeed. Right, let's move that window. Doing all things in the wrong order. Anyway, I'll move that window as well. Stop moving windows and end the stream. Alright. Fucking hell, son. Anyway, if you're still here, Mr. I'm gonna keep calling you Mr. Pudding. I'm sorry. You're now pudding to me. Yorkshire's Pure Evil Gaming, aka Pudding. I hope you join me again for something, and I will say cheerio to everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and that's it. That's all, folks.